The mail never stops.
Here comes the mailman.
Mail time.
Mail time. Mail time. Mail time. The mail's here. When you control the mail, you control information.
If there's something strange in your league, who you gonna call? SleeperApp!
It is the Mailsack. We're back on the air another week of this craziness. This is the ultimate, often imitated, never duplicated, live call-in fantasy advice show. All right, here, brought to you by SleeperWire. Today we got Lucas, we got Prophet Hoos, and Dirty Jobs Mike going to be answering your questions. Guys, if you didn't have a chance to put your question in the thread today on the Sleeper app or the Fantasy Life app, wherever you saw it, that's okay. You can call in. We've got a brand new phone system we're testing out today. The phone number tonight to use, and hopefully this will be the number to go forward, is 256-56-SLEEP. 256-567-5377. 256-56-SLEEP. Call in. We can put you on hold, and we'll get you on the show. Guys, are you ready to jump into the sack? We got a ton of good questions today.
Absolutely. 2 weeks in, a lot of data to comb over. I'm ready.
Oh, and I should mention, too, if you're listening to the replay of this show on Dash Radio, and obviously you're not going to get a chance to call in because it's a recording, go to our website, sleeperwire.com. There's a free advice button at the top. You can send us your questions through email or go on the Sleeper app, find the SleeperWire channel, or go on the Fantasy Life app and find the SleeperWire chat room. It's all good ways to reach us. And, of course, on Twitter at SleeperWire Show. Okay, that's all the promotion stuff. Guys, we already got some phone calls lined up here. So let's go ahead and try this out. All right, so the first caller, let's see who this is. Hello, caller. What's your name? Oh, I got to turn him up. Caller, you there?
Yeah, it's Gabriel.
What's up, Gabe?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey, good. And you guys? So I have two questions. PPR league. I had Delaney Walker. Obviously, he got hurt. I rode with Jared Cook. Second week. Just wanted to know if it's worth it to pick up O.J. Howard.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, he's getting. There was that one big play that made him good, or else he would have been pretty irrelevant as well. So that's the one thing you got to watch with O.J. Howard and with Ryan Fitzpatrick as quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of just going with Cook since he has a higher floor, just because he's more entrenched into the offense. So probably stick with him for another week. The next question was PPR. I have Emmanuel Sanders. I just picked up Galladay. He looks like he's the real deal. So I just wanted to know my flex. Start him over at Sanders this week.
I think
what do you guys think here?
In Baltimore. I just don't like it in Baltimore games. And I'm a Broncos homer, man. I'm a huge Emmanuel Sanders fan. I think this guy is going to light up the NFL this year. I just don't think he will be doing much getting it up this weekend.
See, I'm not so concerned with Emmanuel Sanders. He's going to get his. We know Case Keenum's throws to the slot receiver. He will target Sanders heavily. He's quick enough to get open, and it doesn't take much for Sanders to get in space and bust off a 40-yard run. I see no less than a minimum of 4 receptions, but probably 6 receptions for Sanders for 70 yards, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
You're probably going to go Sanders here, but I'm going to go Galladay here. I mean, the guy's got 21 targets already on the season, 13 receptions, 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's got the Patriots, this week? I'm not, afraid of their defense very much. So I like Kenny Galladay quite a bit. I'd probably lean Galladay here.
Yeah, I like Galladay too. I like Galladay a lot. I think he's getting the target share. I mean, 6 targets, 7 targets, 8 targets. I mean, they're just going to keep on kind of doing that number. I don't imagine that he's going to ever have that huge game, like I don't think Tate and Jones and all them have those huge games, but they have consistent games.
Yeah, he's pretty. He's efficient, and they use him in the red zone. So you gotta like his opportunity.
Yeah, because like the first game he had 12, the second game he had 10. So I mean, it's kind of intriguing, especially they're going to be playing from behind probably. So and they don't have a running game either, so they're just going to be throwing big ball all game long. So I don't know, it's tough.
Yeah, I like Galladay here.
Appreciate it.
I think you set him and forget him. I think you'll be all right.
The guy's trying to say goodbye and get out of here. Thank you for the call. Oh. And Dirty Jobs keeps going. You gave him an answer, Dirty Jobs. All right. This is very exciting because we already have 2 calls on hold. You can't believe how I'm smiling over here. And this
it's Christmas tree.
It really is, dude. This, I think, is Darnell from our Facebook group. He has been a member of our fantasy football club on Facebook. If you want to join, look in groups, Sleepwire Fantasy Football Club. Darnell, is this you?
Yes, sir. It's me.
There you go. All right, guys.
How you guys doing today?
Take care of my buddy here.
How's it going, Darnell?
All right, man. I have a question. Would you consider benching Jack Doyle for Will Dissly? And if Mariota doesn't play Sunday, would you consider benching Corey Davis versus Jacksonville and playing either D.D. Westbrook or another player, Aaron Jones, in your flex?
Aaron Jones, that one's for me easy. I think Aaron Jones is going to come back with fire lit up under him.
Right.
Well, that's real possible. Aaron Jones could come out swinging. Right now, Jamal Williams is the best pass rush blocker on the team, and with Aaron Rodgers hobbled, they're going to do everything that they can to keep him healthy. So I see Jamal Williams getting more snaps than Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is a very good runner, but he does not catch the ball. So because Jamal Williams is more dynamic, I still see Jamal Williams getting more work here. I'm not a huge Corey Davis fan.
Me either.
I'm not. I'm not a Titans fan in general, but I still think that I would lean Corey Davis, but it's close between him and Aaron Jones for me.
Okay,
was there a third
guy.
there, or was
the third was D.D.
Aaron?
D.D. Westbrook.
I do Corey Davis there. I'm with you with the Jamal Jones, and they definitely have to protect their franchise quarterback.
Okay.
And Williams is definitely the better blocker here, so I wouldn't play Aaron Jones just yet. I definitely want to wait and see
how it plays out first.
Yeah, just kind of see how the target breakdown. I mean, he could come out and do a lot, or he could come in and have 6 total touches on the game because Jamal Williams is getting the most work with Ty Montgomery still being worked in there. So I'm curious to see how that target breakdown is going to be. And Corey Davis is still the number 1 on the Titans. So I just think there's more opportunity there guaranteed right now. You're taking a flyer on Jones.
Okay.
And you said Will Dissly
what's your thoughts on Jack Doyle or Will Dissly?
Jack Doyle's still seems to be getting the most snaps. He seems to be on the field more than Will Dissly, but Will Dissly is catching touchdowns. So I do like that. I just don't like that they're not targeting him as much. It's tough though to go away from him because he's definitely been scoring touchdowns. Yeah, Russell Wilson's definitely been looking for him in the red zone. I think I'd lean Dissly here actually.
I think I would too.
I
think he brought the guy for scoring.
Yep, I would be there right now. Doyle is currently the 28th tight end, and Dissly is the 2nd. Granted, those are skewed,
right.
But there's no one else really for Russ to throw to right now. I mean, Brandon Marshall. We thought Brandon Marshall would be big, but he looks slow to me. And Tyler Lockett's fantastic,
right?
But I still think Dissly has a good shot at getting in the end zone again.
All right, thank you, fellas.
No problem, man. Good luck this week, buddy.
I appreciate it. Let you guys know how I do.
Yeah, excellent.
All right.
Steve, did you say you had someone else?
I do. I got other callers. Hang on a second. No, man. You can hang. We got Sanjay. Sanjay's up next. Sanjay, you there?
Yeah. Hey, guys. Liking this new caller system, by the way. Pretty cool that we can listen in while holding on. And I guess, my question was basically, I guess, helping me evaluate this trade offer that I received in a half PPR league. It's a bit of a strange one, really. So I'm being offered Ryan Fitzpatrick and Jordan Howard for my Patrick Mahomes, Rex Burkhead, and Chicago DSC. And it's it's a 10-team league, so in terms of quarterbacks and DSCs, I mean, there's decent teaming options available week to week, and I have sort of a little bit of wanting for help at running back, because I have Joe Mixon, Alex Paul, so yeah, I was struggling a little bit over that.
I think that you can get better value than Jordan Howard for Mahomes. Yeah. And I love what Ryan Fitzpatrick is currently doing, but there's no guarantee that he even keeps that job. And the Bears D, I mean, they're balling out right now.
Right.
I think what I would do is hold off on this trade and try to get something better than Howard. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm with you, Lucas.
Yeah, I agree. I think for Mahomes, you can get a lot more than Howard right now. I mean, you could probably go Howard for Mahomes straight up in some leagues if they're really desperate for a quarterback or really are a big believer in what that guy's doing. So, yeah, package that for something a little bit better, like a David Johnson, something like that.
Yeah, you could do that. And honestly, if he just wanted to do straight up, actually, if he wanted to trade you Fitzpatrick and Howard for Mahomes, I would do that. Make him work for it.
Yep.
But I'd have
would you do that would you do it without the bed DSP? And if it's if it's for Burkhead and Mahomes for Howard and Fitzpatrick?
So what we're saying that we would do here is we would trade Mahomes for Howard and for Howard and Fitzpatrick. We would leave off the rest of that trade. Or
we feel like you're just giving up too much. Just stay pat here or play hardball.
Gotcha. Sounds good, guys, and appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Best of luck, man.
Thank you, Sanjay, for calling in. We got John on hold. Here he is. Just a second. All right, John, you're on.
John here in L.A.
Hey, John.
How you doing? I'd like to pick your guys' brain about what to do. I have 3 leagues, and in every single league, I picked up Connor at a late-round draft pick, and I'm wondering if I should be trying to move him now versus just ride the waves. And keep in mind, that every single one of my teams, I went a little shallow on running backs, so he definitely is helping me right now.
Depends on what you can get for him. If you can get a running back that you will use all season long that's producing almost as well as Connor, I would do that. Like if the David Johnson owner is freaking out right now, maybe package Connor with some sort of wide receiver on your bench, or just feel out who's really needing running backs right now and try to get something for him, because Bell could be back at any time. We have no clue. No one does. But, selling Connor while he's high is not a bad idea. Mike, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
I really like Connor. I think that we don't see Bell before week 10. I really have been firm about this ever since week 1. They keep saying it'll be week 3, it'll be week 4, it'll be week 5. I'm content with riding the Connor wave because I'm not even too certain when Bell comes back if they're even going to play him. I mean, Tomlin is a stingy man like that. And despite his team or anything, kind of like Belichick benching Butler last year or 2 years ago, it's the same exact thing. These guys are staunch in their ways, and if you cross these ways, they don't include you. So I'm sticking with Connor. I've got him in a lot of leagues myself. Got him late, same as you did, and I'm just going to keep riding it because I love the points. It's like having Le'Veon Bell. in the 16th round.
I wouldn't go that far. He put up he had 17 rushing yards against Kansas City, so let's not.
I think the biggest thing you have to look at here is you got him in the 16th round, and if you can get him for someone, say a third rounder or fourth, like a third, you can get a Jordan Howard from or something like that. That's something I do because Howard's going to be there season long. Yeah, I mean, Bell can come and just crush everybody's hopes. So, I mean, Howard's going to be the guy that you're going to use in your playoffs. Connor's not going to be there in your playoffs. Connor's going to – if Bell comes back by season 10, I'm fine with season 10, week 10. I'm absolutely fine with that. If I'm a Bell owner or if I got Connor, I'm trying to move him so I can get a guy that I can use in my playoffs that can help me win my championships. Because Connor's not going to be there in my championships.
I'm saying if he comes back week 10 – Tomlin isn't going to play him.
They're paying him $1 million a week.
Yeah,
they're going to use him. He's significantly better than James Conner. There's no debating that.
Right.
And if the Steelers are doing well, Bell gives them a better chance to win games and win throughout the real playoffs of football.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, he's fresh legs. He's completely fresh legs, and he's just going to blow deep. At that point. It's just going to be unfair at that league for them to unleash Lev Bell that late in the season with fresh legs. It's going to be just deadly, But we got to move on for this question, though.
Right. We could go on this all night.
Exactly. It's a fun question.
If I may, what would you guys be willing to give up to acquire Bell? If you're the Connor owner.
What else do you have?
As far as running backs go?
Yeah, exactly. We have to know what you have to see what we would give up.
Oh, okay. So I'll give you an example. So a lot of my teams kind of look similar. The one I'm looking at right now, I got Luck, Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, Todd Gurley, Connor, Gronkowski. I just picked out Gina Bernard for a flex. I got Lindsey, Chris Carson, Hogan, Ingram, Rashad Penny, George Kittle, and Josh Gordon.
Okay.
Package something with Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon and something right there. Is the Le'Veon Bell owner desperate? Does he need help now?
Is he 0-2? Or is his team putting up points without Bell?
Yeah.
That's what you have to know. You have to look and see.
Yeah,
is his team doing?
I think they're 1-1. They get an even record.
Okay.
They got lucky with the matchup.
So he's not going to be as desperate as the Owen guy that we were all dreaming of right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry about
maybe if I'm going to trade, should I wait and see if they keep losing and they get more desperate as time goes on? But also my other thought is as time goes on, it gets that much closer to Bell potentially coming back.
Yeah, so, what I would probably do is see what you can do, what kind of, feel out the Bell owner in each of your league, see how desperate they are, and if any of them are 0-2, then see if they're ready to move Bell and try to get the better end of that deal because they're desperate not having that running back. They could use the depth. And if it's someone else that's doing well, then maybe you just try to trade James Conner to them and get something out of it just so they have that locked up. But that's definitely what I would try to do if you're looking to move Conner, is either acquire Bell or move Conner to that person. That's where there's going to be the most value.
Got it. Okay. If you guys still got time, I got a Josh Gordon and Chris Hogan question for you guys.
Okay.
Real quick.
So, okay, in a lot of my leagues, I have Josh Gordon in a lot of my leagues, and I also have Chris Hogan in a lot of my leagues. So, do we think that, one, should I be trying to trade Josh Gordon and Chris Hogan? Are we thinking that Chris Hogan's value is going to go down because of Gordon showing up? Do we think that Chris Hogan's going to go back to what he was doing last year?
I would trade Hogan if it's me, and it's not so much because I'm worried about Gordon. You want Gordon as the lottery ticket, but Julian Edelman is coming back. And with Gordon there, if Gordon's on the field, and Edelman's going to see more targets, Dorsett's there proving himself, Gronk's still there, they're passing they're going to run more with Sony Michel. Hogan is going to be the guy that is going to take the biggest hit of all of these, especially if Gordon actually sees targets in field time.
I disagree here. I think this paves way for Hogan to have a huge year. I think that no one's really going to be on him, watching him. And I would say you go out there you already have him, but people that don't have him, I'd go out there and get him if you could get him for cheap, because he definitely, his value definitely took a hit. But I think that he still produces for you. I think that with Gronk out there and Josh Gordon, they're going to be keying in on them. And leaves kind of Dorsett and Hogan open. I think that those guys are still going to be used quite a bit. I don't see Gordon having such a boost right now. I do think later on in the season maybe he can be used, but I still see in Hogan being a factor there. I think if anyone gets left out, it might be Edelman in the longer run. So we've seen the move on from Wes Welker. Even though I do think that what they do have money that they paid him, but I don't know. I could see the Pats moving on from Edelman and just kind of going with that bigger rotation of guys.
So, as an unapologetic Patriots fan, this is one thing that I've kind of noticed in them, in that when Chris Hogan had Cooks there, he actually, I think, did better in that he had a speedy wide receiver to top off the defense, that he was able to get more targets. Do you think Josh Gordon actually helps him?
Yes, I do. That's exactly what I was alluding to. I think this paves the way for him to, just be open a lot more often. You got Gronk out there. You got Josh Gordon out there. You got to keep an eye on those guys. Hogan's going to be open, and he's a problem himself in his own right. That guy's big, old lacrosse player. He made himself a nice football player. You got to respect it. I've liked him when he was on Buffalo, and the Patriots always do well with guys. I like me some Chris Hogan. I'm not letting go of him, and if I can get him in more teams, I definitely try to.
Got it.
I agree.
Got it. And I know I keep asking question after question, but what do you guys think about Carson and Penny? Are they garbage? Should I dump them off on the waiver wire? Because I'm at my wit's end with Carson and Penny.
I don't love either of them, and I really dislike Pete Carroll. The Seattle Seahawks, among the running backs, had the lowest yards per carry at the running back position last year. They haven't really made any changes to improve that. They did draft Penny, but I think he's mediocre. The O-line's pretty much still what it was, if not worse. So it's not to say that one or both won't have their games, but trying to predict which ones those are is going to be very frustrating all season long.
I think I dropped Carson and Penny just to keep my eye on that. I mean, Carson, I think he's had his chance to prove it, and he hasn't. I think Penny has actually pretty decent hands, and he's pretty decent out of that backfield. So if it's a PPR league, I'd stash him, hold on, and see.
So you think dump Carson but stash Penny?
Yeah, that's what I would do. That's the
I would try to trade Carson and tell whoever you're talking to that Carson's the better runner of the two.
Right. If you can, I think you'll be able to move Carson.
Yeah, I'll try to do 2-for-1 or something and try to get some sort of value out of him because he still is a running back who is a decent runner who will get touches. So I would prefer to try to package him in a trade deal if your league likes to trade. If you're in a league that doesn't trade, that makes it difficult. But it would also depend on who you're picking up. So,
because I'm looking at Burkhead just get dropped by one of my opponents. It drops the waiver wire, so I'm kind of thinking about dropping Carson just to pick up Burkhead.
Yeah, I would probably do that, but they're both going to be spotty. But I'd do that. I think I like Burkhead more.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, well, I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot.
All right, John. Thank you for calling in. Just want to remind everybody, if you keep us on the phone for more than 10 minutes, you got to go to the GoFundMe page, GoFundMe.com/RobJR. You got to make a donation. Come on, you got to keep us on the phone for 6 questions or more. Throw us a couple bucks for our cause. We do all this stuff to raise money for our buddy who's battling chronic Lyme disease. So GoFundMe.com/RobJR. We got Mike up next, Nick on deck. Thank you for your patience, Mike. You are on the air.
Hey, not a problem. I just got a quick question for you. I've got some bad situation with my receivers, a little thin running backs. So I had a potential trade with, I'm offering Keenan Allen, I'm offering Rex Burkhead, and LaShawn McCoy. And in return, I would be getting Allen Robinson, Sony Michel, and Nelson Aguilar. What's your opinion on that?
I love it.
What's your scoring format?
Standard PPR. Just
PPR.
1 point PPR.
Okay.
Because, see, right now my starting receivers are Randall Cobb and Keenan Allen. And my starting running backs are Ezekiel Elliott and Philip Lindsay. So I'm a little thin on both. So I was hoping, trade Keenan Allen, the big guy, for 2 potential starters with Aguilar and Allen Robinson. And then McCoy, that offense is so terrible.
I like Aguilar. Mitchell Trubisky's bad. He targets Allen Robinson a lot, but I just don't like it. I don't like Allen Robinson that much.
I don't like it.
Yeah, me either. I think you can get more for Keenan Allen.
Yeah, a whole lot more. You're just breaking down Keenan Allen for pieces that Aguilar, although I do like Aguilar, and I think he's going to have a nice season. They did just sign Jordan Matthews, even though he's a bit removed from being relevant. He did see, and although he was the number one at the time, he did see 117 targets when was there. He was the number one. He saw like 19% of the targets. So we're not going to see that. Obviously, Alshon's going to come back. But also, these are all things that worry me about that. Keenan Allen is going to be a stud for you all year long. He's going to have games that he doesn't perform as well, but he's going to have those huge games that's going to win you, when no one else performs, on your team. He's just going to carry the rest of your team. I couldn't give him up for anything more than 2 studly players, and I don't think you get 1 stud in a steal, in my opinion. Allen Robinson had a fine season, and we all respect to him, but I still don't put them in that stud category yet.
I do.
Yeah, it's just because I'm started off 0-2. I'm waiting on Alshon Jeffrey to get healthy, and I have Doug Baldwin also, so I kind of suffered some injuries there.
Yeah, that's
we knew
that's
about
rough.
Jeffrey coming into it, but the delay.
If you're just looking,
try to get a better running back.
Yeah,
what are you getting? Sony here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sony was getting a lot of touches on Sunday. I like
he's gonna be splitting with James White and Burkhead. I still think they use Burkhead quite a bit, and James White's not going to go away. So, although I do like I like Sony, I think someone needs to get injured for him to really get the good usage.
Runner.
What was that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. Finish what you were saying.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I just really liked the way Sony Michel looked against a really good defense. I know it wasn't anything impressive stat line, but he ran hard and showed some moves. And
oh, yeah. He looks great. Definitely looks great. I'm just worried about.
But I'm the only one. I'm alone on Garbage Island all the time. So.
Yeah, you're not. I don't think you're really helping your team by doing that. I think that you can get better for Keenan Allen, and that's what I would search to do. Shop him. You're in PPR. Like Keenan Allen is a top 6 wide receiver. He could finish higher than that in PPR just because he's going to hit 100 catches. So look for better.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Good luck, man.
All right. Thank you for calling in, Mike. Nick dropped off. So Nick, if you got a chance, you want to call back, go ahead. Phone lines are clear. Good job, guys. That was quite a rush right off the bat. Let's say we jump. Let's say we jump into the sack. We're pretty full this week.
All right, let's knock a few of these out. Taz650 says, "Hey guys, in a standard format, should I do AB for my Keenan Allen and Josh Gordon?" He says his other receivers are Hopkins, Callaway. So let's just start there. Should he? No. So you would not trade Keenan Allen and Josh Gordon for AB?
No.
Without even blinking.
I would. I'm not confident that Josh Gordon stays on the field or even sees the field and is productive. I'm not sure he picks up their playbook.
It's not even so much about Josh Gordon. I just feel like I could take this guy. I could take this trade, then flip Josh Gordon for something else that I feel a little bit, better about. Because right now Josh Gordon has, it's quite a name around him. You can get something nice for Josh Gordon. There's someone else that's going to be upset that you got Josh Gordon. You know what I mean? And then that person, you say, oh, you want him? I'll take this player for him. Now you got Keenan Allen, and Keenan Allen could end up, it might sound blasphemous, but I think Keenan Allen could finish better than Antonio Brown.
It could happen. But I don't think that it will, and I don't have a lot of faith in Josh Gordon. He hasn't seen real action in 4 to 5 years. He has to pick up the Patriots playbook, run the route correctly, and not piss off Belichick by being late and doing stupid stuff. So I think I would do this because it's pretty scary to have AB and Hopkins on his team.
Yeah.
But
yep. Sign me up. 2 first-rounders right there. I mean, when you sit there and you say you want to combo targets and things like that, I mean, who are you targeting that's better than Antonio Brown? I mean, Alvin Kamara, maybe something like that, but to me, you're not going to get that guy to drop him. And if this guy's willing to move on Antonio Brown, I would make this trade. This is my ideal for if I have Josh Gordon. If I can get Josh Gordon to turn him into Antonio Brown, sign me up every day.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, I just saying AB this year just hasn't been AB. Yeah, granted, it's two weeks, but I think Juju is there. I think James Washington is there. And I don't know if he's going to be the...
Juju's nothing special as a talent.
He's taken away from AB. So, I mean, you could call him what you want. He's taking him away from him. So, I've seen enough, I feel like, and it could be early. I hope I'm wrong because I own AB on quite a few teams, but that's just my early feeling.
Okay. He also asks, should I do Robbie Anderson and Bilal Powell and receive Alshon Jeffrey?
Yes. Man, this guy is the king of trade.
So you would trade Robbie Anderson and Bilal Powell for Alshon?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really like what I'm seeing out of Robbie Anderson thus far. And Bilal Powell, I do like what he's doing. But I think Alshon Jeffrey, Carson Wentz is back. I like it.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think I would do it because I don't have faith that Alshon is going to be healthy all year. He just seems to have an injury every single year. So I don't think I would do this.
That's fair.
If it were me. X Factor 9, is Corey Clement a sleeper this week?
Oh, yeah. Great matchup. Guys getting used hugely in the passing game. Love me some Corey Clement. I mean, he could be the guy that, he could be the guy. He just could be the guy all year.
Mike, what do you think?
I don't really think he's a sleeper. I mean, he's starting for Philadelphia as far as I know. The guy is going to be there. So, I mean, it's not really a sleeper, but he's a heck of a play. I'm playing him in all my leagues.
Okay, so my take on this is if Ajayi is for sure out, Corey Clement's a pretty good play. I would monitor to see if Darren Sproles is going to be back or not, because Sproles is going to get some work also. Matt Finessin says, what's Kamara's trade value? Pick your poison. You can pretty much get whatever you can get.
Why are you trading him?
Yeah, don't trade him unless you're getting, unless you're getting like Melvin Gordon and, pick a low end, unless you're getting a low end RB1 plus a low end wide receiver one, like 2 studs that you're going to play every week to give you some depth if you're hurting. I think that you keep Kamara, and you're crazy to do anything with him.
Yeah, so like Evans and Howard, and people probably aren't going to give you that. So,
yeah, it would need to be a lot. It would need to be a lot. Debo89 wants to know, how high is Jordan Matthews' ceiling? Hoos?
We were talking about him a little bit earlier. I mean, I don't think not very much, given that he's not going to be the number one on the team anymore. I mean, they have Aguilar there. They're going to bring back Alshon. Wide receiver 3? Best?
Yeah, I don't expect much at all from Jordan Matthews. They cut him, right? They traded him. So obviously they thought that team was going elsewhere. So they're probably happy to have him back. But I don't expect too much from him.
I mean, in a deep league, he's certainly going to score a few points.
I think he's got flex appeal in a deeper league. I think he's got a lot of flex appeal, but that's about it.
Right.
You need good mid-range flex that'll get you 10 to 15 points, probably not maybe per week.
Yeah, I don't know if he does that. But,
let's go. Let's go.
That's gracious.
Let's go 7.
I say 6 to 7.
7.
6 to 7.
He's saying ceiling, not floor. I mean, I think you could get this guy.
Oh, yeah. I guess, that's true. But ceiling,
yeah. I'm looking at anything in the 20s with this guy. Even on a good game, he's not gonna blow the charts off for you. But like I said, flex appeal in deeper leagues.
All right.
It could happen. He has wins, but yeah.
Hey, guys.
Prince of Phillies.
Yeah, let me interrupt real quick. I just want to let you know I've been adding a couple questions from the Mixler, people who are listening right now. So a little behind the scenes. Just refresh your Google Doc real quick so that you got all the updated stuff. And I've been crossing them off, so hopefully we'll all be on the same page. I want to give that number out one more time, too. If you want to get your question answered immediately, call the number 256-56-SLEEP. 256-567-5337. 256-56-SLEEP. Okay, I'll go back to my cave now.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, so the Chief from Mixler wants to know Marshawn Lynch or Deion Lewis rest of season PPR. Mike, what do you think?
Deion Lewis. No,
Who's?
Lewis.
All right, you get 3 there. Deion Lewis, especially if Mariota is there. Lewis is your man. Prince of Philly wants to know Luck, Goff, or Big Ben. Pick 2 to start.
Luck and Goff for me. I try to stray from Big Ben on the road. That's always been my philosophy, and it usually pays off.
So Luck doesn't worry you at all playing Philly?
Not really, no. He'll have garbage time, right? I mean, even if he's getting slaughtered, he'll have that garbage time. I don't think the Philly defense can completely shut down all the weapons that they've been available for him to use.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to light up Philly. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he'll do better than, say, Big Ben on the road.
I think it's Goff and Big Ben for me. Hoos?
As you guys hear me laughing, I'm not going to help anybody here. I'm going to go Luck and Big Ben here.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, Luck and Big Ben. I mean, I'm not afraid of who's easy facing this week. The Buccaneers. I'm not facing them. I'm not as afraid of them on a Monday night. I think he can do okay. Yeah, it's on the road, but yeah, I got Luck and Ben here.
Okay. Yep, I think Goff still puts up numbers. He'll throw to. He has a lot of targets. They're playing the Chargers, and the Chargers defense has not looked good to me. So
you got 2 for Goff and 2 for Ben. Sounds like.
All right. Next up, we have.
Wait, hang on. Did you finish Prince of Philly?
Oh, okay. He has more here.
Oh,
Royce Freeman or Lindsey. He says Royce Freeman, Lindsey, or Rex Burkhead, PPR.
Lindsey
for me also. His final question is the Jets versus Cleveland or go with the Jags D?
I always go with Jags D.
I'm going to go Jets.
I think I'm going to go Jags. Tennessee does not scare me.
Yeah, backup quarterback.
And even with Mariota, I still think the Jags just eat them alive. I mean, Brady couldn't do anything against the Jags. What's Mariota going to do?
Right. All right, we got a call. Our number one caller. It's Curtis.
Yes. All right.
What's up, guys? What's up?
What's up, day one?
Okay. No, I actually lost by 0.3. It was devastating. I was struck. I can't believe I lost by 0.3.
Sorry
I
about that.
I lost because of David Johnson.
Oh.
Well, so this week I got a good question and a bad question. First of all, let me start off with the bad question because it's dealing with David Johnson. All right. In my running back slot, do I start David Johnson or do I start Corey Clement? I picked him up off waivers.
You got to go DJ still.
Yeah,
I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot sit DJ for Clement.
Okay, so here's my case, Curtis. Here's what I have to say about that. If Ajay is out, I'm good with Clement.
I'm going Clement.
I am. I'm thinking Clement is going to be the guy that actually gets some stuff done. David Johnson, if Sam Bradford is quarterback, I think I'm kind of fading him. And I really don't feel like I'm going to get on board with that team until they make a change at quarterback because they're just going backwards. But if they accidentally say Josh Rosen is starting, then I'm
change the thing a little bit. But then you still got the Bears. So he's an easy sit for me. I don't care about his name appeal. I was feeling somewhat icky about David Johnson in the offseason. I wasn't sure what it was. It could be that he's only had like 5 100-yard games since entering the league, even though he wasn't healthy for one, but still, I don't know. I'm definitely sitting him this week against the Bears.
I figured. Well, like I said, I have another question, but since you said about David Johnson, I have a trade offer pending here. What do you guys think about this? This guy, I think he's trying to get me while I'm down. He's trying to offer me Kareem Hunt for David Johnson.
Oh no! Don't do that.
I figure hell. I
think you're better off keeping David Johnson at this point because Kareem Hunt is kind of in that same boat. He needs that work. David Johnson, they just paid him a bunch of money. Kareem Hunt is a rookie. They don't have to, use Kareem Hunt as much as they want to. David Johnson, I feel like they have to, just because they're paying him so much money. So I'd rather David Johnson here.
All right, completely understandable. Okay, for the second part question, I need 4 receivers. I actually need 2 receivers. I have Michael Thomas and Mike Evans, and those 2 are automatic starters. So I need 2 more receivers. I'm looking at Allen Robinson, Will Fuller, Keelan Cole, or Quincy Newman. I need 2 out of those 4.
Fuller and who?
Fuller and Cole, Keelan Cole.
I think it's Cole and Quincy Enunwa for me.
Oh man,
that was my second name, but Will Fuller's just too damn productive. I just can't sit him. I can't tell anybody to ever sit him because last year I kept telling people to sit him, and he kept scoring like 7 touchdowns.
This is so tough because I want to start all 3 of these guys.
Right.
It was tough,
but I think I agree with Mike.
I said Will Fuller. I said Fuller last week and started Keelan Cole. Keelan Cole did me justice, but I lost by 0.3. I lost by 0.3 in Wolf. If I had started Will Fuller,
two more points.
If I would have started Will Fuller over Keelan Cole last week, I would have won.
Right.
That's tough. Okay, well, ride the points. Go Cole and Fuller. Then I think that's the general consensus. I still love me some Enunwa though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm sitting Robinson. I'm sitting Robinson, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna have tough coverage.
I got you guys. I know I've been on the phone. I know I've been on the phone long. I will go ahead and slide $10 on Rob. I got y'all, boys.
We appreciate that, man.
You're the man.
Hey, Curtis. Anything for you, Curtis?
Yeah, call back on Sunday for the Blitz. All right, buddy. Have a good one.
I sure.
Oh, shoot. I hung up on Curtis. You should just fire me now. Just fire me now.
You're just gonna have bad.
Hang up on Curtis.
I'm sorry, Curtis.
Not on the day one.
I think we left off on Jal 4377.
Yes, we did. He wanted to know Alex Collins or Lamar Miller, 1 point PPR. Who's?
Give me Miller.
Ooh, okay. Mike?
I'm going Alex Collins, but I'm like blind about that guy, I think, because he should just be so much better than he has been.
And he's a little banged up, isn't he? As well, so I mean.
Yeah.
Denver, he's got to do good. It's going to happen.
I love Alex Collins so much more than I do Lamar Miller, but Miller has been fairly productive, so
the number 4 running back in football.
No, I got to go Collins. I got to go Collins at home. I think that's the tiebreaker.
Yeah. Keep a lookout for the report though that he's out there because he is a little banged up.
Yeah, for sure. And then it's easy.
Yeah. All right.
Did we already?
So that's close though.
Darnell.
What's that, Steve?
No, I'm just saying the next question's from Darnell, and he called in. I was half listening. Did you guys do all these on the phone already?
No, he didn't ask this. He said pick 2: Devontae Adams, Hilton, Golden Tate, half-point PPR. For me, this is easy. It's Adams.
Hilton. Yeah, Adams. Hilton.
Yeah. And then he also wants to know Rivers or Mahomes, 4 points per TD. I love Rivers, but I got to go Mahomes. Rivers is playing the Rams, so I'm not starting any QB against the Rams this year.
Right, that Mahomes.
Ride the fire.
Captain Kurt from Mixler, listening live, wants to know Aaron Jones' rest of season projections. And this kind of hits on what we were talking about earlier. We think Aaron Rodgers' knee is not going to be completely healed by the end of the season. They're going to want to protect him. Jones will get some work, have some big plays, but we think Jamal Williams probably ends up still with the most touches. You guys have anything else to add to that?
No, we said it earlier. You summed it up.
Okay. Chargers Jay says, what is Ezekiel Elliott's trade value?
Why are you trading Zeke?
Yeah, why are you trading Zeke?
You don't trade Zeke.
Why do you? Then this is a real question. Why do you draft a running back who is, he's one of the top 3 running backs, and he's been pretty productive so far, and the Cowboys look like they're getting better after last game slowly. Hold your boy.
Yeah,
Zeke's
that's my advice. I don't feel comfortable answering this question.
Right. I don't trade him.
Are you pleading you got to plead the 5th on this one?
I think I have to. I mean, what are you gonna get? I mean, all right, you just go. All right, try to get AB for him. Try to get AB. Would you trade him for Julio, guys?
No, you're right.
Or would you rather have Zeke? I'd rather have Zeke.
Yeah, fundamentally, the question is flawed. If you give him any answer, you're giving him bad advice, right?
Right.
You are not trading Zeke unless you're getting Todd Gurley or Alvin Kamara in return. You're not trading him.
No.
Bell's not back. DJ's having a rough season. There's so many other RB1s that are out of it right now. Zeke's value is astronomical. Yeah, make them overpay you.
Yeah.
I want to make sure we didn't miss Johnny T 007. Did we? PPR. Would you trade Amari Cooper for Chris Thompson? Did we do that one?
No, we haven't. I still got him though.
Okay.
I have it all here.
All right. I need a running back. Yeah.
Yes, I think that I would.
Absolutely.
PPR. Alex Smith is checking down a lot. He basically is a wide receiver. Chris Thompson pretty much is a wide receiver.
Chris Thompson, my boy.
Yeah. So go ahead and do that. I don't even like Amari Cooper. So
yeah, he's trash.
I don't know if he's that bad, but yeah.
He's trash. He's water trash.
Wait, I don't have the Pac-Man Jones sound queued up. I'll get it ready for next time.
You heard it here. Mike says Amari Cooper is dumpster
garbage.
Water.
Garbage.
Jade, 1911, says PPR, week 3, Galladay or Sanders in my flex. This is Sanders.
Right?
In a PPR, though, I mean, you got to go Sanders, right? The dude's getting targets. And
that's true.
He is the number one target monster on that team.
Yeah, Sanders.
And then he says pick up O.J. Howard and drop Jared Cook. I say no. O.J. Howard had one busted play down the sideline that gave him a ton of points. Without that one busted play, he wasn't getting used that much.
I do like Howard, though. If you could find another way, do it. But don't give up Cook to make it happen.
Yep. O.J.'s a flyer still. He's not consistent. Jade,
I like a lot if Winston ever comes back.
Yeah, then I think he loses his value a lot there. Then because I think Winston favors Bree.
I think he'll hit both of them. I really do. I think he favors the tight end position. Period.
Well, yeah, right.
I think they'll both do very well if he.
Yeah, you'll see Jackson drop off a cliff.
Yeah, I just heard funeral bells for Jackson. and Godwin possibly, but.
I don't know, man. They might have to keep Fitzy in there as we're digressing a little bit off.
I would if they keep winning. I think it's the I think that they use the mentality that was used on Alex Smith last year. Everyone, Alex Smith kept winning, but every week they would ask, "When are you putting in Pat Mahomes?" And I said, "Well, if Alex Smith doesn't play well, we're just going to have to bench him. But he's playing well." That they were messing with Smith doing that, but.
Yeah, I mean, it worked okay for Flacco the first game, not so much the second game. Maybe after he's saying that the old boy wasn't ready yet, he kind of relaxed a little bit. But he still gave you a decent game.
Jaden says, "What the hell is happening with Bell?" Jaden, if we knew that,
money.
If we knew that, man, we'd be in the money right now. All right.
It's all about money. About money as it is about long-term contract. He wants that long-term security net that he's going to have a home. And I really don't see this guy budging. And I mean, he'll have to budge by week 10, or else the Steelers can actually do it to him again. So I really feel like we'll see him week 10, but I don't know that we'll see him start. I don't see that we'll see Le'Veon Bell on the football field this year.
I don't know. I disagree with that.
I disagree with that very hard.
Their bye is week 7, so the latest that I see him really waiting is coming back week 8 after their bye against Cleveland for a divisional game. But I still expect to see him before then.
Yeah, and I think it's very possible that as they're approaching that, they take a little bit of time to discuss the contract, and maybe you do see a contract get done.
Right now, and they're still not doing anything. I'm telling you, it's a stubborn organization.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, at some point, you gotta do what's right. I mean, and you don't just let go of Lev Bell. I mean, you fix the situation. If you're gonna make it about money, you keep it about money. But if you're gonna play hardball, fine. You get to a place where you don't give him exactly what you want. What he wants, but you still sign him up, lock him up, and get him on a good deal. Because I mean, he's Lev Bell. I mean, he's a great player.
All right, guys, we got another call. Mike James has been waiting patiently. Mike, you're on.
What's up, Mike?
What's up, guys? Let me ask you. I know you guys stay on the airport. I thought it was like 6 or 7.
We pretty much stay on until we have all of our Mailsack questions answered, and so as long as we still have questions we're going through, we take calls.
Oh man,
that's loyal. That's
sounds like we're gonna be on for 3 hours tonight. Then.
So listen, I'm in a 2-quarterback league. My first question is: I got Luck, Jared Goff, and who's the guy that? Big Ben. I need 2 out of the 3 this week.
I think we went Goff and Big Ben on this one.
Right.
You spent Luck against Philly?
Yeah, they have Wentz back. One of the biggest issues for me with Philly wasn't their defense recently. It's that Nick Foles is not good, so he's not able to sustain drives, so the defense is out on the field more. With Wentz there, I think they'll sustain drives. Defense will be fresher, and they will put pressure on Luck. And I'm not sure how good he is under pressure right now.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm not gonna lie. Cause I'm from Philadelphia. I'm an Eagles fan, so I was kind of hoping for like a shootout. That makes a lot of sense.
It could be. I think it'll be a lot lower scoring than people think, though.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry. We broke up.
I don't think it'll be a shootout. I don't expect the Colts to put up a lot of points in this. I don't expect them to move the ball very well.
Okay. All right. So how about this? Jags defense or New York Jets defense?
Jags. You always start the Jags, dude.
Yeah, we did this earlier. I think Lucas and Mike said Jags, and I went Jets.
Yeah, we think Jags versus Tennessee is a good play.
I just got the notification.
Yeah, we think Jags is a good play here.
You guys said the Jags, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Sir.
All right. Can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Okay. I got running backs. I got Rex Burkhead, Royce Freeman from Denver, his backup Lindsey, and the San Francisco running back, Britta. I need 3 out of the 4. I mean 2 out of the 3. 4. I'm sorry.
Britta Lindsey.
Britta Lindsey for me too.
Britta. That's the easy.
Yeah,
that's the easy. Put him in locket.
Yep, Lindsey for sure, and I think Breda's fine. I'll go with the boys.
Okay, one more question. Keenan Cole, you guys think he's a real deal or he's just a one-time thing?
Who, Keelan Cole?
Guys who said that
oh, come on, man.
Your draft.
Yeah, you come on, man.
Yeah,
Keelan Cole, if you've been listening to us, we've been telling you he's a real deal.
He's a real deal.
He is the real deal, man. Did you see that Statue of Liberty catch?
Enjoy having him.
Team.
Yeah, enjoy him on your team this year.
I got him, man. It's either him. Listen, what about Josh Gordon? I traded 2 weeks ago Kittle from the tight end from the Niners, and he gave me Josh Gordon. And everybody in my league was telling me I'm an idiot for making that trade and whatever. And now look, Josh Gordon to the Patriots. You think he's going to be 2.0 Randy Moss or no?
It's a lottery ticket for you, but this could pan out.
I would trade him well to the Pats fan in your league.
A lot of value.
But you definitely start him this week, though, right?
Yeah, if you're getting real trade offers for him, where people are offering you quality, I would trade him for sure. I think that's what the boys are saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fight for like a McCaffrey or AJ Green and just throw somebody with them, but my league, they only like to trade if they know they're taking you down. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, in this one, they'll feel like you're taking you down, and they're just one missed drug test away from losing him forever. He is a huge.
But that's not why he left Cleveland, though, right? I heard he left Cleveland because he was doing a photo shoot and he pulled his hamstring or something like that. But the guy is freakishly athletic
out there.
A
lot of different ones.
I'm not too sure what the truth is.
Yeah, it's all hazy.
Yeah, it'll come out this week. But hey, bud, we appreciate the call. Good luck this week. Let us know how you do.
All right, thanks, guys. You guys are on every Wednesday at 6 o'clock.
Every Wednesday is at 7. Yep, every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Depending on where you are.
Yeah,
we're
at 8 Eastern. I'm from Philadelphia, but I travel to like Indiana.
All right, we'll say 8 Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern is our goal every Wednesday. And then,
we'll talk to you next week, man.
Sunday mornings. Thanks for calling. All right, we got Matthew on hold, and BJ is on deck. Matthew, you are on.
Hey, guys. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, bud?
Hey, I'm kind of panicking because I picked up David Johnson with my first round pick, but
you're fine,
I scrambled and I got Breida and Bernard, and in the background I got Collins and James White. I'm just kind of wondering who do I start this week? Like, should I give Johnson another chance?
I'd probably sit him this week, but not with what you have. I think you have to start him with the options that you have there. I mean, you got Gio. I'd start. What do you need? Start 2 or 3?
I can run one of them flex. I don't really have a good option for flex.
Okay, so yeah, you probably would want to flex a running back that's touching the ball anyway, over a receiver that's not that great. I definitely would like to flex a running back that's going to touch the ball a few more times. So I'd probably go Gio, DJ, and
you said Breida was one of them?
Yeah, probably Breida.
Yeah, Breida.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think that's what we would do.
That's kind of what I had running before. I was just wondering what you guys might think.
Yeah, I like James White as well, but yeah, you got better options.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. That's pretty much all I got.
All right, bud. Good luck.
All right, good luck.
Tear it up this weekend.
Thanks.
All right, thank you for calling in, Matthew. Sound like he was playing some 80s Atari back in the background there. We got BJ calling in. You're up, BJ.
Hey, man, how you guys doing?
Hey, we're doing good. What's your question?
Quick. Well, I got 2 questions, but I want to add on to what this guy just asked. First of all, you always want to start David Johnson. Not always, but at least this week. You got to give him another chance. But what you want to do is you want to put someone in your flex with some upside, just in case. But you got to give David Johnson a chance.
Yeah, I'm with you. When you have that kind of an elite talent, there's a lot of money at stake here for these teams, so they need to get their best player the ball. So
exactly, and the coach said they're gonna try to give him the ball some more. So like I said, you got to give him a chance. Anyway, I ain't trying to steal you guys' show. I know you guys are the host. I just want to put my input on that one.
Not a problem, man. Good stuff.
All right, quick question. In reference to Big Ben this week, do you think the home road split would be a factor playing against Tampa Bay? Because it's kind of looking like a shootout to me.
I'm not worried about playing Big Ben. He has weapons there. Even Jesse James is learning to catch the ball. So I think Big Ben is fine.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing is accurate.
I don't like him on the road, especially in Tampa Bay. Their defense hasn't been as slouch at all. They've actually been firing on all cylinders, too. So
have they? I thought they had 40 points put up on them by the Saints.
Yeah, they've been mid-par at best.
Yeah, but then the Saints only put up like 20 on the Browns the very next week. So
that was defensive struggle, too. I'm telling you, I don't like Big Ben on the road. I just never do.
I'm good with Ben. Tampa doesn't scare me. They're middle of the pack at best. Their defense.
Yep. You're fine with Big Ben. What's your second question there?
Josh Gordon, do you go ahead and rev him up and throw him in your starting lineup this week? Or
No,
do you wait a week
absolutely
no.
Absolutely not.
Belichick is he wants the players to know the routes. He's not just going to throw someone with talent out there on the field. So it'll take Gordon a little bit to pick up the playbook there and learn the routes. So I would not start him. I don't think any of us would.
Yeah, they'll use him in some situations, but definitely not enough worthy to start him.
Mostly he'll be a decoy out there. I mean, he'll be out on the field, but it will never be probably for anything even like to run a quick flat just to call coverage in.
Okay.
Yeah, figure best case week 1.
Do you give me a suggestion of a quarterback that might be on the waiver wire that could have a big week? Because I need a big week. I still got Le'Veon Bench on my bench, and I've been relying on these big quarterback weeks to get me through.
Let me look and see.
I mean, I got Blake Bortles out there.
If he's on waivers, he shouldn't be. But there are some people that don't believe in him, so he could be out there on waivers.
Yeah, I actually like Fitzpatrick this week too. If he's not available, another guy that I've been streaming with a lot of success as of late is Joe Flacco. I mean, it's ugly, but Joe Flacco at home, he usually does pretty good, and he's got a lot of he's been hitting John Brown a lot, getting a lot of activity out of Javorius Allen. So Joe Flacco's another guy I've been liking.
Yeah, the three that I would say would be Fitzpatrick, Flacco, and Stafford.
About Alex Smith this week, you guys. He's gonna be home against Green Bay.
No, he's kind of dink and dunk right now, and they've been using Peterson a lot, so I just don't see a lot of upside for Smith.
He is just not a good fantasy quarterback.
This year.
I think Tyreek Hill is the only reason he's ever been a good fantasy.
I think he's going to be
the number one receiver for Alex Smith.
But I like Fitzpatrick. I mean, if you could get Fitzpatrick is definitely my number one choice.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good, man.
All right, bud. Thanks for calling in.
Guys, man.
Catch you next week.
All right.
Good luck.
You got any more calls there for us, Steve?
That is it for right now. We'll jump back into the sack.
Okay, you guys, let's do some rapid fire here. Big Blue 212 says flex 1 in standard. He wants Carson, Collins, Ridley, or John Brown. Go.
Collins.
John Brown.
Bruce? Wow. I'm going to go John Brown also, but Collins was the other one for me. Jim Bones says, what is Chris Thompson's trade value in PPR?
Trade Chris Thompson.
Don't trade it.
Don't do that.
He's going to
the
be
number one receiver on the team.
Yeah.
And he's a running back.
Don't trade Thompson in a PPR. Truminator says, trade Julio Jones or Dalvin Cook and Galladay. Oh, trade Julio Jones for Dalvin Cook and Galladay. He's short on running backs. He had McKinnon. I would do this. I think you're getting Dalvin Cook low right now. He's been putting up yards. He just hasn't gotten the end zone. That's why he hasn't popped off. They play Buffalo this week. He's going to have a huge game. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, it's fair.
Yep. I'm okay with that, even though I'm really high on Julio Jones. I do this.
Yep.
Okay. We say yes. Crazy Canuck from Mixler says he has Diggs and Aaron Jones. Oh, he's telling us that he got Diggs and Aaron Jones for James Conner. He has Melvin Gordon, Lamar Miller, Sony Michel, Michael Thomas in standard format. What do you think? I also have Jamal Williams. I have Keelan Cole.
Hey.
Steve, what is he trying to ask here?
It's great to trade, I think.
This question came in pieces. So I got Diggs and Aaron Jones for James Conner. That was his trade. The rest of his team here. I think he just wants to know, what do you think of his trade and his team?
The trade.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I like it.
I think you did well. Very well, James Conner.
Yep.
You took this kid's lunch money. This is what happened here, Crazy Canuck. You should feel. You should feel.
Feel empowered.
Don't feel too guilty about doing it. Okay.
No.
And you got Aaron Jones is what happened actually right there.
Decent lottery ticket if Rodgers comes back healthy at some point in the season.
So just Diggs is just going to feast all year.
Oh yeah. Enjoy.
From the Facebook group, Aris Bass said Godwin or Callaway rest of year.
Godwin, the God wins, buddy. God wins. Godwin.
If Baker's on the field soon, I'm going Callaway.
They still got Higgins that they like to use.
Still not if Winston comes back. That's my reasoning right there. I think Callaway has better future, especially with Josh Gordon out of the mix now. I think he'll fill in that Josh Gordon position. So for me, it's Callaway.
Callaway is more upside for me.
That's disgusting.
I mean, Deshaun Jackson, Mike Evans, Godwin, O.J. Howard,
gets his.
And Brait. I mean,
he gets his.
Yeah, with Fitzmagic.
He got his with Winston. Look at the numbers last year, especially towards the end of the season. He was a stud.
Okay, so Chris Hoos makes a compelling point there.
He's more efficient as well. That's why he still gets his. I mean, because he doesn't get as much target, but he still gets his week after week. And I think we still haven't seen his best week. Callaway, I think, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know if Tyrod can produce, we haven't seen him do it yet. I mean, he hasn't been able to do it, because he hasn't had two really good receivers, unless you want to say Watkins and whoever else was there were really good receivers at the time. Were they even there at the time? No.
Yeah, I mean, Tyrod hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't had a lot of really good receiving core, but
I like the quarterbacks in Tampa Bay more. So that makes me like Godwin more. I think he's got a ton more upside.
All right, Newfie29 says thoughts on flipping Connor. What's his trade value?
I mean, we basically went over this. You guys said try to get something. I said ride the hot hand. Ride him out.
Yep.
Try to dump him, though. Yeah, I'm not saying just try to get something like dump him. I mean, somebody tries to offer you, like, I don't know, like Peyton Barber and, I don't know, Aguilar or something. I'd probably still rather have Connor, just because those guys can help me, but I'd rather have Connor right now for the week to get to the playoffs. So, yeah, I just want to get something good for him, like really great. If you could get a Diggs for him, if you can get Howard for him or something like that, someone who's going to be in your playoffs, I target that. Start looking at the playoffs. It may be a little too early. Maybe in a couple weeks now, you start to see more of the season breakdown, what defenses are doing what, and really seeing what defenses are good or bad. And then start looking at the playoffs and then, target one of those guys if you're doing well.
All right. Wilson27 says start Disley or Kittle in a redraft.
Still Kittle for me.
Yeah,
Kittle for me, too.
Okay.
Start Watson or Fitzmagic this week at QB.
Deshaun Watson.
It's Fitzpatrick for me. Pittsburgh's defense is looking pretty poor. Coco Pack says pick one: Demaryius Thomas, Cooper Kupp, or Mike Williams. PPR.
Cooper Kupp is the most consistent for me.
Still going Thomas there.
Wow. I think I'm going Mike Williams. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I think Keenan Allen, and here's my reasoning. I know we're doing rapid fire, but I think Keenan Allen is going to see some hot coverage against the Rams, and I think Mike Williams, being where he is on the depth chart, might have the most freedom to have open looks.
Who are the players again? I'm going to look at our rankings, because you all said different guys, right?
Demaryius Thomas, Cooper Kupp, and Mike Williams.
All right, so
go with the rankings.
Go to the SleeperWire rankings on SleeperWire.com. Looking. Wait. I don't see... Oh, Demaryius Thomas is 28, and Cooper Kupp's 33, and who is the other one?
Mike Williams.
Mike Williams.
Yeah, he's going to be lower.
I don't even see him in the top 40, so it looks like DT.
He's someone that I'm higher on than everyone else in the world, so...
You got to submit your rankings, buddy, man. Get him on that list.
Yeah, I'll get him in. That's what I need to start doing.
Voice.
Stony Bowl says, should I play Gordon this week or wait? We answered this and said we think you should wait a week and see how he does.
Yep.
Bearded Champ 4 says that he has A-Rod, both Freemans, Baldwin, Devontae Adams, Demaryius Thomas, Keenan Allen, Connor, and he's 0-2. He needs help. Should I make some trades or just stick with your team? I think stick with the team. I like pretty much everyone here. It's unfortunate that you're losing, but you have Adams and Keenan Allen. You have some injured players, but I think you just got to stick with the team and see what you can do.
Yeah, same here.
Shinerbach. Stephon Diggs, Sammy Watkins, Larry Fitz, Corey Davis, and Anunwa. Half-point PPR, pick 3. So we all agree Diggs. So it's really pick 2 between Sammy Watkins, Larry Fitz, Corey Davis, and Anunwa. For me, it's Fitz and Anunwa. What do you want, Mike?
Watkins and Anunwa.
Okay.
Watkins and Anunwa.
Ooh, okay. So Larry Fitz is sitting the bench.
Yeah, sorry.
That's painful.
I hate to say it. Is Josh Rosen back again?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Get Sam Bradford out of Arizona.
He's just out there stealing money.
Okay, so he also wants to know Jimmy G or Stafford this week.
Stafford.
I mean, he's got to bounce back eventually, right? Give me Stafford.
Yep. Give me Stafford. 3 for Lynch or Royce Freeman.
This week for me, it's Lynch. And I just threw up in my mouth when I said that.
Yeah, it's going to be Lynch for me.
I
don't feel that sick.
It's the three-peat. In the bag wants to know, he has 2 questions. Eckler, Carry-On, or Carson in half-point PPR? Eckler for me. What about you boys?
Eckler.
I'm really feeling like Carry-On actually has his week. They got to see that he's the best guy back there. But
I'm waiting for it. Eckler's been producing. Yep.
Yeah, it's just good. I mean, but the Rams, man, that's what scares me. I just don't like playing anybody against the Rams. I'm still leaning Carry-On, but I'm outvoted. Go with Eckler.
I like your rapid-fire style. Denver is his D, but he's thinking of dropping them for either Cleveland or Dallas. Do you like either over
Cleveland.
Denver long term?
But
Wow.
Is Von getting too many sacks for you? Is that what your problem is? Is Von Miller too much of a presence in that backfield?
No, we like both Cleveland's D and Dallas. And honestly, I think Cleveland probably will put up more points this week against the Jets than Denver will against Baltimore. But I personally like Denver's D on the season better.
Yes. I get angry when people ask questions like that, and I'm sorry. But Von Miller has seen the revival in Denver.
Easy there, Denver homer.
Yeah, right.
Easy there.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
I know. It hurts. It hurts your soul here. We think we would just ride Denver out. If you think that you can get Denver back after this week by picking up Cleveland, then go ahead and do that. But do it at your own risk.
Yeah, I would not let that team out.
Stay Frosty 88 says dropping Rex Burkhead in a half point. Should he grab John Brown or a Nunwa? I'm going to
probably
Nunwa.
hold on to Burkhead. I know people are really down on him. I think he's still going to get used though. But I'd go Nunwa if you were going to.
Yeah, I thought you liked a Nunwa.
Oh, I love a Nunwa. I just, I still think Burkhead still gets used. I try to drop someone else to get a Nunwa because I definitely want a Nunwa on my team. I already have him on a lot of my teams, but you definitely want a Nunwa on your team.
Yeah, we like John Brown also, though. I do really like John Brown.
I want both of these guys on my team and try to find somebody. I'm curious who else is on your team.
Yeah, what other wide receivers exactly? What other wide receivers do you have right now? I want to know. Stay Frosty 88. Let us know. And then he also says full point PPR, Quincy Nunwa or Kenny Galladay.
Kenny Galladay. Sorry, full PPR. He's just getting the target share. But man, Quincy is too. Goodness, that's a tough one.
I mean, at a full point.
Asking that.
This is tough. I'm probably going to lean. Oh, this is tough. Give me my boy Nunwa though.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're going to Nunwa here.
I will also side with you because it's so close to me that I don't think you can lose. So, Nunwa.
That's right. Sandman25 says that he has Doyle and Hooper's the only tight end left on the waivers other than Blair. Any deep sleeper tight ends that he should keep an eye on?
Hayden Hurst. He's been hurt for a while. He should be coming back. Maybe not this week. I think actually he's already been ruled out for this week. But there's a pretty high expectation that he'll be back next week. This guy will be very heavily involved. He's a giant. He's got good hands. Hayden Hurst would be the guy I'm looking at.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say Hurts as an opportunity when he gets back, but why not Mark Andrews, who's already getting the opportunity to score for you last week? They're using quite a bit of their tight ends. They're even using Max Williams, who caught a lot of, I think he caught every pass that came his way. Flacco likes his tight ends, so I think you can use any one of those guys and you'll be quite all right.
Who's read my mind? Mark Andrews. There was a report that came out that Flacco says that Mark Andrews is developing by the day and getting better in terms of their rapport. So look for Mark Andrews. Smooth 006, AB for his Keenan Allen and Josh Gordon standard.
Yeah, we did this earlier, I think. And
it's a different person, same question. And I think who said no? Me and Mike said yes.
Yeah, and on that note, I'm going to leave it to you guys. I got to cut out. Good luck the rest of the week, guys, callers. Thank you, sleepers. Catch you next week.
See you, Hoos. Okay, Mike, we're bringing this home. We are at the very end of this. The Chief from Mixler wants to know, what's Hogan's PPR value moving forward? Better to stash or trade?
I think I'm comfortable trying to trade him. If you can get the value for the guy. I kind of disagreed with Hoos earlier. I think he's kind of the odd man out.
Yep, I agree.
Gordon there and everything. I mean, there's just too many mouths to feed up there now. So I'd try to move him now before it's too late. And you can maybe even go after this weekend because I actually expect he'll have a pretty good week this week.
Yep, I would look to trade Hogan also, and really whatever you can get for him, in my opinion, because I think that he falls off as these other wide receivers start to develop and come back from suspension. Meh says, Mahomes dynasty trade value for a 2 QB league. I mean, the moon right now.
Good luck.
In a 2 QB league, gosh, if you have him, I don't know that I'd be looking to trade him, but if you did, I think that you could just about get any running back that you want with him. So really 1 for 1, I think you can get any player that you wanted almost for Mahomes right now based on how hot that he is. Extra questions if we have time.
Yeah, we can blow through these real quick, real fast. The Chief, I don't know if we hit this one. Week 3, full PPR, flex. Jamal Williams, Geronimo Allison, Tyler Boyd, or Royce?
Jamal Williams for me.
Geronimo Allison for me.
Gross.
I know. I'm looking at the opposite end of what's his dang name? I'm now drawing a blank. Washington's DB.
Oh,
you're talking about Norman?
Norman.
Yeah, there you go, Josh Norman. Man, I can't believe I was blanking on his name, but yeah, I mean that's why I'm high on Allison, is because he'll be on Adams for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah,
down. Depends on which one. I mean, Josh Norman is beatable. He does have bad games, so it just kind of depends on which Josh Norman shows up. But that guy can also shut you down. So I like Allison a lot. I think he's fast, and I think he'll start fitting into this offense more and more.
Don't listen to Mike. Play Jamal Williams.
All right, I got 2 from the Mixler. These guys are still listening right now. Brady, Z13, Cole, or Enunwa rest of season? I think you guys are probably going to say Cole.
We love both of these, but Cole.
Yep.
All right.
I agree.
Cole for 2 for Cole. Ricardo Banks listens every week. Stills over Landry for a wide receiver 3 spot this week? ? Half point PPR. If Landry, if he goes with Landry, should he drop Stills or Jamal Charles for Blake Bortles?
Jamal Charles.
Wait, no. Jamal Williams. Sorry.
Oh,
okay.
Jamal Charles, he's retired, man.
No, don't drop either of them for Blake Bortles unless, no. Just keep both of them, and as long as Landry is healthy, I know he's questionable, but as long as he's healthy, you're playing Landry over Stills.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree too. Landry's the safest play there. Let's blast through these. 2 minutes left. Brady's a bitch. Are we starting David Johnson over Coleman? Yes. Right?
Not this week.
No. With Devonta Freeman out, Coleman's getting the love on a team that's moving the ball better.
Well, okay. All right, DeJork, Will Fuller, Enunwa, Cole, or Gordon? I guess pick one.
Cole. Yeah. Cole with that's close though. Cole and then Fuller. And then Anunua.
For me, too. Yep, and then Anunua. Yep,
All
same
right.
order.
Acro starting Aaron Jones or waiting?
Waiting to see how that plays out.
I am happy starting him.
Okay. I think I might start him just because I need to start a running back other than some of the guys I got on my team right now. So I've been holding on to him.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you'll be pretty safe. I think you'll be happy.
Okay.
He's not going to light the world or anything like that, but he'll be productive.
Okay. All right. D Madman. Should I trade Lamar Miller and Deshaun Jackson for Chris Thompson? Full PPR.
Yes.
Okay. Major used James Conner and Chris Goodwin or LaShawn McCoy and Doug Baldwin. What side of that trade do you like? Half point PPR.
James Conner, Chris Godwin.
Yeah, because we just don't know what's going on with the McCoy stuff, and that team's really bad. So Connor and Godwin.
All right. I think we probably talked about this already. Buy or sell Josh Gordon, Dr. Chameleon.
Sell.
Yeah, I'm selling him too. ISU Jeff, start Philip Lindsay, RB Denver. Yeah, if you got him, why not? Sure.
Yep.
He'll be fine.
I agree. And I think that is... Oh, there's two more. Hey, guys, is Devontae Adams for Mark Ingram a fair trade?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, I think so.
I think it's a great trade.
I think the Ingram side is losing. I think Devontae Adams is just too valuable this year. And the running back production just hasn't been there this season for me to be comfortable with a full head of steam running back out there, especially with Alvin Kamara playing the way he's playing. So for me, no.
That's how I looked at it. If he's given up Mark Ingram to get Devontae Adams, I think it's a good trade, right?
Yes, I love it. Yeah, I like the Devontae Adams side of this.
Me too. Chris Thompson for Deshaun Watson. He already has Luck. Running backs Zeke, Cook, and Jordan Howard. Stacked team.
Yeah. If you just want Watson, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you got 3 good running backs already. And finally, Nola 985. I'm going to start Chris Thompson and Matt Breida over David Johnson and Alex Collins. Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't think Breida has a very good game against Kansas City this week. James Conner rushed 8 times for 17 yards. He did get in the end zone, but I would play Chris Thompson and David Johnson.
I would play Chris Thompson and Alex Collins.
So we're sitting Breida here regardless of what you do, Nola.
Yeah,
right.
I think I'd do what you said. I think I go Thompson and Johnson.
Yep.
I think I have to. But David Johnson is 12th in our weekly ranks, just above Giovanni Bernard. So makes you think.
He's going to have to run through Khalil Mack this week.
Let him do it. If there's a running back that can, he's the man. So get him out in the flats, get him the ball. Khalil Mack can't catch him.
All right. Guys, this is it for the mail sack. We are empty. I think we got to just about everything. If we didn't get to your question, first of all, we apologize. We had a lot of calls today, and thank you to all the callers. But you can still reach us anytime. Go to sleeperwire.com and look for the free advice button. There's a form on there. You can send us your question through email, and we try to answer it in 24 hours or less. You can reach us on Twitter at SleeperWire Show. If you got the Sleeper app, find the SleeperWire channel, join that, post your question in there. We do this every Wednesday night. You can listen and call in. Also do a live show on Sunday mornings for your start sit questions called The Blitz. Mike, that starts at what, 11:30 or so on Sunday mornings?
Somewhere in there, depending on how many questions we have. We'll get on there as soon as the phones start ringing like we have been.
Cool, and it's just like this. So if you've bookmarked this webpage or download the Mixler app and follow the show, you'll get notifications when the Blitz starts. And you can also find us on Fantasy Life app. We're screwing around on that a little bit more, too. I think that's it. I believe that's it. Mike, thanks. Lucas, thanks.
Yeah.
You guys are troopers.
Steve, thanks. You were really the man here. You are MVP.
Oh. Right. Well, I was going to give all the credit to Hoos, but he left early, so screw him. All right, Sleepers, we'll be back next Wednesday, starting around 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune in. We'll catch you next week. Good luck on your games this week. Have a good night.
Good luck and good night.